It's playoff time, everyone. Welcome back, season 6, episode 6. And we got the Bills. Saturday night, 8 o'clock. So about halfway through the table of playoff games. Um, Looking forward to it. I don't really have much to say, so let's just get to the game. Enjoy.
Tonight, from Bills Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, it's the AFC Wildcard round on EA Sports. It's the Buffalo Bills taking on the Oklahoma City Nighthawks.
Playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at Bills Stadium here at Orchard Park. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Oklahoma City Nighthawks and the Buffalo Bills. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And partner, when you hear about a 6'5", 235, 240-pound quarterback, you don't often think of him being overlooked coming out of high school, do you? That's exactly what happened to Josh Allen. Overlooked, ended up going to a junior college, Reedley Community College out in California, before matriculating to the University of Wyoming, and the Cowboys were so glad to get him.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
That's good.
A nice gain of 21 yards.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. First carry now for Jordan Howard. It's a foot race. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Jordan Howard, 57 yards, and the Bills have taken the early lead.
Well, this has been a quick strike offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Well, they just set the tone right there. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they will be led out by their 6'4 quarterback.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, our team's trying to run with them, and the but just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Schwartz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And that will be incomplete.
Schwartz's pass, incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. When the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And a quick throw here. That's complete. No gain, and it's 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
20-yard line.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down. 3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the 1st down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. Allen now on 1st down. This pass complete to Higgins. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
31-yard line.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
They'll take over first.
He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10.
And 9.
This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball to the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both the attempts, this time on third down.
Eventually able to punch this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. They'll look to shake off the interception on the opening drive. He should at least be comforted that it resulted in 3, not 6.
And if I were him, I would be the guy all the way out on the field greeting my defense now, saying thanks a lot. You held them to a field goal after I turned it over. That's a big defensive stand for them. He needs to go out now and make up for what he did on the first drive.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer, defense.
So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Brings up second.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Allen. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a different story. Night.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second.
On 2nd and 9. Allen. Open man is Higgins. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
At the 38-yard line.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A quick throw taken in by Diggs. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football, all right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
At the 31. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
Bills.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
first and 10, Taylor now. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
The ball carrier. He was taken down at the 22-yard line.
From the 22, Allen. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to it and forcing a third down.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First and 10 at the 11. Allen gonna throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs there to make the grab. And the Bills will extend their lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Carlson on for the PAT. This one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. Daniel following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. A run with Jones on first down, not going to yield much. A yard tops. Second down coming up.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
To throw on second down. Swartz. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Schwartz. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Allen going to try and throw on third down. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Myles Garrett in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
On fourth down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Swartz. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Schwartz. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
Oklahoma City.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A run for Nick Chubb. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Swartz. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Schwartz. He completes it to Jones.
Schwartz's pass.
It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
6-yard pickup.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
35-yard line.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
Enough to start you have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
offense on third down tonight? They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw. Schwartz. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. The 40, the 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dante Pettis, 81 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
And it's 21-3. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Taron Johnson brought him down. It's a gain of a yard. And it's
to throw on 3rd down. Schwartz. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete.
Schwartz's
and they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Holding, receiving team.
So that one will be accepted. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Allen looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He finds Taylor, complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
A gain of
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Operating from the gun. Allen, a quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now Allen again. And Diggs has it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
That's another Bills first down.
Throwing on first down is Allen. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Again, they'll throw with Allen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Dallas Goedert.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
2nd and 10.
Now a give to Taylor. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
7-yard line. It's a gain of 4.
Allen to throw on 3rd down. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though. Trying to punch it in with Taylor. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And as a result, possession switches hands. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
And that'll be incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage covers there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
The offense on third down tonight, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
On 1st and 10, Swartz. And he rifles one incomplete. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Handoff comes to Chubb. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Taron Johnson brought him down. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
At the 43-yard line. It's a gain
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd.
To throw on 2nd down. Schwartz firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Schwartz's pass.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
7 yards. And it's 3rd.
From the gun, Swartz. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Intercepted.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
He's brought down at the 30.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Allen. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun, Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Complete to
7 yards, the pickup there.
It's a gain of 7.
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen, and he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dante Pettis with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So that drive, 4 plays. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Schwartz. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
The second down pass.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. There's Dante Pettis as his guys head back out onto the field. We're in the second quarter. He already has 2 touchdowns. We know how good he is. That's well documented. How do you contain him?
We know he's a nightmare. So in this situation, I would go ahead and double him. Maybe even have a 3rd person in the area and try and dissuade them from throwing him the football. Make someone else beat me for a while because I don't know that their talents are his. Because when he gets his hands on the ball, he breaks down my entire D. Someone else, they may not make the same type of a play.
Well, we know his talents are very good. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. And again, it's Allen. His pass caught at the 4. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Carlson on for the field goal. A 21-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good. But wait up now. A flag is down. If this is on the defense, they're going to get the first. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bills continue to pour it on.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Carlson on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man. 5 for knocks another one through to extend the lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
At the 40-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Swartz. Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Schwartz. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. So we're at halftime of this AFC Wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The second of our 2 games here on this Wildcard Saturday is at halftime. We'll get back to you two in just a second. But first, let's remind everybody what's coming up tomorrow in the AFC. We've got the 3-6 game, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals doing battle with the Baltimore Ravens. As for our game, it has been very one-sided in that first half. But you can't take anything for granted in playoff football. As we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this 3rd quarter. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4. They run it again with Chubb.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
The tackle made
5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go, G, get off the field. 52's the mic, boys, 52.
Operating from the gun. Swartz, complete to Jones.
Schwartz's pass.
5 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
It's
Ball
a
at the
gain
40 here for second and 5.
Second and 5 at the 40-yard line.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Pass interference. Defense.
So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4.
At the Bills' 39.
From the gun, Schwartz. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Oklahoma City.
Off play action, Schwartz. He finds his target, it's Schultz. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 yards on the catch and run, it's a first down.
17 yards.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. A give, this is Chubb. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Brings up second.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
First and goal.
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
He was brought down by
From the 2 now, second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal at the 2-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Schwartz. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. Well, look, this is a team, Charles. They faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And he gets it to go to make this a 35-10 score now. So this drive spans 7 plays.
10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a first and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a first and 10 at their own 26. They'll start with a give to Taylor. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
The ball carrier.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27.
1-yard gain. Brings up second.
From the gun, Allen. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side.
Allen's
Give him 8 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Gain of 8.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. And there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. That one goes against Deion Dawkins. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
At the 29-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Now Chubb. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. Just enough to get the 1st down there with a 1-yard pickup.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Swartz throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That's a gain of 14.
1st down, Oklahoma City.
They run, Chubb. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Throwing on 1st down, Schwartz. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Number 85.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. From the gun, Swartz firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Jones has it. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That catch good for only a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 8. At the
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Badgley able to knock this one through, and they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game.
13.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Allen to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. This short throw caught by Goddard, and he stopped up short of the 1st as they tackle him down at about the 36. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
A short game that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. This is taken at the 23. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
1st down and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They begin this drive with Chubb. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He was brought down by Ben.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
13.
To throw on 2nd down. Schwartz. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
That catch good for only a couple. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
11 yards there, 1st down.
And an Oklahoma City 1st down.
On 1st down, Schwartz. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Schwartz is
a gain of 6 there on 1st.
Number 80.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the 30.
Operating from the gun. Schwartz over the middle, and it's incomplete. It's been that kind of a day so far throwing the football. It just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made, pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass route, throw it all out if you don't catch the ball.
Been that kind of game throwing the football so far. Nothing going right offensively. Call it a a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll run for it. Chubb. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Caught by Jones. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
At the 24-yard line.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Pickup. First down, Nighthawks.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
First and
a nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Short of the goal line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what? Right? This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. Well, there was no secret there. They were in goal line formation. They wanted to pound it in on 4th and goal, and they did just that.
And how about the challenge? That's a challenge to the offensive line, which they eagerly accept. I haven't met a lineman yet that doesn't want to run the ball more than throw it because they get to fire out and really smack someone. And, boy, they got it done. I'm sure they were encouraging them on the sideline. Let's go, and let's run the ball as well. And they put it in for 6.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right, and he's going to get in for the score, and the lead now cut to 14.
Bills 35.
So the signal caller doing it himself there on the 2-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players, but most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Can't officially call this a win for them yet, but it's looking good to move on to the divisional round. They'll be on the road, of course, as an underdog. But the age-old question, would you rather have the momentum they're going to have or sitting at home with a bye? I'm sure you'd probably rather have the bye.
You remember that conference call we had before the playoffs started? We were talking with some people in the industry and some of the coaches that are out there. And we kind of posed the same question. You know, if you're coming off of a game like this, you know, and you're taking out a team that had that open week, which way do you want to go? And you remember the answer they gave us? I want the better team.
Yeah,
okay,
absolutely.
I get it. But I think there's a lot to having that momentum of having played versus coming off of that layoff because maybe you start a little bit slower. We see those upsets happen all the time.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. 1st and 10, Taylor now. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line.
Again, it's Taylor. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
And here's Allen on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun, Swartz. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Schwartz.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Swartz. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 12.
8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On 1st and 10, Schwartz. This complete to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
It's second down and 10.
Back to the air on second down. Swartz going right back to Jones. This time the connection made. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Oh, we're always talking about the athleticism we see from these guys on the field. How about the intelligence as well? He recognized that there was a screen pass on that one, broke off his pass rush, and got back to tackle the running back. That's great scouting and great reaction.
And that is incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hyde on the coverage.
On 4th down, Schwartz. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Buffalo set to get the football back here. And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend. They go with Howard to begin the drive. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Back to Taylor on 1st down. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Joey Bosa in on the stop. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The kick by Carlson is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24.
Nighthawks 21.
These kickers now used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers?
Now a hit and a loose football. Now this is picked up by the Bills.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now.
brought down.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Tonight,
And Charles, on the losing side of things, you know, they didn't come in here as the favorite to these playoffs, but they came in with a lot of hope and anticipation Tough to have that all snuffed out so quickly.
It really is. You're one of 12 teams when the playoffs begin that still has a chance to win the Super Bowl. So that's pretty darn good. And as you often talk about, a lot of hope when the playoffs start. Well, that ended for them. But when they look back, they'll have a lot to be proud of and see if they turn the page towards the next season.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Now we just have to deal with a snow-filled parking lot as we say so long from Buffalo.
I'm just looking forward to getting warm.
What a miserable game all around by our team, especially that first half. Like the way they played in the second half was okay. Maybe they would have had a chance to win this game if they didn't play so poorly in the first half. But, first of all, quarterback play was just trash. But the defense gave up 2 massive plays. And on one of the plays, the guy slipped and fell on the ground, was laying on the ground when the quarterback threw it, and he was still able to get up, catch the ball, and run for 81 yards. How do you play that bad with the talent that we have on defense? It's really frustrating to put together a team as good as we have that can play well in the regular season, and then they get to the playoffs and they're the worst dang team in the league. Like, this wasn't even close to competitive. I don't know, maybe next year, after our guys have had another year to progress, maybe we'll be good enough to actually make a Super Bowl run. But I gotta tell you, if this team keeps being, one and out team in the playoffs, I'm not gonna pay the money I'm paying, especially to the defensive players, to get something that I can get out of a 9-win team with half the talent and half the payroll. So I don't know. We have plenty of years still where our window is wide open, but man, it is frustrating to see how bad we play. Like, it's not even the fact of losing. If it was a competitive football game all day long and we had a chance to win, but we didn't, that's one thing. But we got utterly destroyed because of how bad we played. So, I don't know. That's the end of Season 6. Season 7 coming up tomorrow with the draft. See you tomorrow.